Hello, good morning, and I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Today is May 26, 2020, and we are going to review our expectations really quickly. Make sure you watch the video carefully and take notes. You can watch it as many times as needed. Make sure to complete all assignments. Check any additional resources that I posted, and make sure to look at the feedback that I give when you receive your score. Now, for this lesson, you may need a pencil and a piece of paper. So for the warm-up, what is the mode of this data set? The mode is the number that appear or the value that appear most frequent. So you should be able to figure out what number appears more often in this set. Today, we are going to use mode to summarize a data set. And just to recap what we have learned in this unit we are learning about the measure of central tendency, which means how can we measure the majority of the data set. And if we were given this data set, so let's say a test score of a student, she took the test 7 times, there are 3 ways that we can summarize the data as far as we've learned in this unit. So Anaya's test score in this quarter, she scored 88, 92, 86, 80, 86, 93, and 85. So there's 7 score ranging from 80 to 93. Now, the first thing that we learn is mean, and to find the mean is the same as how you can find the average, which means you're adding all the numbers and then divide it by the number of items in that set. So I was adding 88 plus 92 and so on, and I'm dividing by 7 because there are 7 numbers in total. So the mean of this data set is 87.14. And the second way that we can summarize the data that we learned is to use median or the middle value. In this case, I have to organize the number from least to greatest and then figure out what number is in the middle. To find the median, you have to look at the number in the middle after you organize the data. So in this case, I arranged it from least to great, and I found out that the number in the middle is 86. So the median is 86. Lastly, what we've learned is to find the mode. To find the mode, you're looking at the value that appears most frequently in the data set. So in this case, because 86 appeared twice, the mode is 86. Now there can be many modes in the data set. Depends on how frequent the number comes up. However, if the numbers appear at the same amount, like if all the value appear at the same amount, then there's no mode in the data set. Now let's look at our first example. A farmer was placing chickens, ducks, and geese in a feeding pen. He recorded the types of birds as C, D, or G. So C for chicken, D for duck, and G for geese as they went into the pen. These are the data he recorded. So he has this set of data with D, C, and so on. Now this data set is not numeric, so you cannot find the mean or median. So in this case, we have to use mode to summarize the data set. So what I can do first is I can make a tally chart. So there's 1 duck, and I'm gonna keep tallying. Chickens. Just have to make sure that you cross out the same amount that you're tallying. So it seems like there are 15 chickens in total, and there are 10 ducks. and there are 5 geese. So now that I have the value, I can summarize that the mode of this data set is chicken because chicken appears the most often. I can also represent my data using bar graph to show that there are 15 chickens, 10 ducks, and 5 geese. So since the number of chickens is the greatest, so the mode is chickens. So for your turn, you're going to answer these 3 questions. You're looking at the value that appear most often. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes to actually answer the question, and I'll be back in a moment.